Phyllis, Treese, and Dorothy. A big city lawyer went duck hunting in rural Minnesota. He shot and dropped a bird, but it fell into a farmer's field. As the lawyer climbed over the fence to claim his bird, an elderly farmer drove up on his tractor and asked him what he was doing. The lawyer responded, "I shot a duck and it fell in this field, and now I'm going to retrieve it." The old farmer replied, "No, you're not. This is my property and you are not coming over here." The indignant lawyer said, "I am one of the best trials attorneys in Minneapolis, and if you don't let me retrieve that duck, I'll sue you and take everything you own." The old farmer smiled and said, "Apparently, you don't know how we settle disputes in northern Minnesota. We settle small disagreements like this with the three-kick rule." The lawyer asked, "What is the three-kick rule?" The farmer replied, "Well, because a dispute occurs on my land, I get to go first. I kick you 3 times, then you kick me 3 times, and so on back and forth until someone gives up." The attorney quickly thought about the proposed contest and, being the person he was, decided that he could easily take the old codger. He agreed to abide by the local custom. The farmer slowly climbed down from the tractor and walked up to the attorney. His first kick planted the toe of his heavy steel-toed work boot into the lawyer's ground, and the lawyer dropped to his knees. The second kick to the midriff sent the lawyer's last meal spewing from his mouth. The lawyer was on all fours when the farmer's third kick to his rear end sent him face first into a fresh cow patty. The lawyer summoned every bit of his will and remaining strength and very slowly managed to get to his feet. Wiping his face with the arm of his jacket and said, "Okay, you old fart, now it's my turn." I love this part. The old farmer smiled and said, "Nah, I give up. You can have the duck." And this is an oldie, but it's one of my favorites. An atheist was walking through the woods, and he said to himself, "What majestic trees, what powerful rivers, what beautiful animals." And as he was walking alongside the river, he heard a rustling in the bushes behind him. He turned to look and saw a 7-foot grizzly bear charging towards him. As fast as he could up the path, he ran as fast as he could up the path. He looked over his shoulder and saw that the bear was closing in on him. He looked over his shoulder again, and the bear was even closer. He tripped and fell to the ground. He rolled over to pick himself up, but saw that the bear was right on top of him, reaching for him with his left paw and raising his right paw to strike. At that instant, the atheist cried out, "Oh my God!" Time stopped. The bear froze. The forest was silent. As a bright light shone upon the man, a voice came out of the sky. "You deny my existence for all these years, teach others that I don't exist, and even credit creation to a cosmic accident. Do you expect me to help you out of this predicament? Am I to count you as a believer?" The atheist looked directly into the light and said, "It would be very hypocritical of me to suddenly ask you to treat me as a Christian now, but perhaps you could make the bear a Christian." "Very well," said the voice. The light went out, the sounds of the forest resumed, and the bear dropped his right paw, brought both paws together, bowed his head and spoke, "Bless us, O Lord, for this privilege." To receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen. There's a nice setup going up on for our last, so that's why I'm annoying you with all of these. A German woman married an American gentleman in Virginia, and they lived happily ever after in his hometown.